can't dummy pesos. Get your sons on replace those. Never save no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Oakland Raiders taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To my left is my good friend Charles Davis, and what a thrill to be here for the biggest one of them all, the Super Bowl. And it seems to get bigger every year. The lights get brighter. The cameras more numerous. I don't know. There's just so much that goes into this game. It's an honor to be here, isn't it?
It is an honor, and I can't wait to share this game with you. This is going to be a whole lot of fun. You're my partner, my best friend. I can't imagine being anywhere else but right here with you. And just think about it this way. You mentioned the magnitude. This is no longer just a game for America or even North America. This is worldwide. People watching from just about every country in the world. This is impressive.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and just about ready to roll.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Go!
Check 15. Check 3. Patrick.
Shoot! Hard!
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. He takes this for about 6, down inside the 40.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 9. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Hey, let's go.
Now Cohen. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Cohen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on the grandest of stages, with the whole world watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the first points.
I don't know how you feel about Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place? The nerves, the interim in between of the 2 weeks waiting for the game. But this team came out and handled it just like it was a regular season walk in the park. Terrific start.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Sliding up, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Deshaun Hand. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Brian Burns. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 4 yards on the pickup. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Check for it. Green, triple C. Green, triple C. Hayward. Check 49. Watch the ship. Hey, white.
Winston now from the 50. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Easy. Green, triple C.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. Blue ready. Mark 54. Watch the screen. Kill. White. Let's go. Return the play.
3rd and long for Winston. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. Winston to throw for it on 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Down. 8 read.
On 1st down, McFarland. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Walk quick. Keep dribbling.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Brian Burns, his second sack of the night. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. Dancing to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Here we go.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
No. Hey, watch it. Check it out, Reed. Switch it. Please. Tighten up. Watch safety creeping.
On second down, it's Cohen trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Watch the screen. Tight go. Easy. 36.
They run. This is Cohen. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at him right now and say, let's get away from him entirely to start throwing the football. But I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Ready? 50, slant.
Back to throw. Lawrence Steps away to his left. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Right there. 54 miles. Hey, hold it. Go out. Go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And a quick throw here that's complete. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They'll run on first down. Cohen. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 27-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, let's get a conversion. Slide. 54's Mike. Check. Watch it. Easy. Hey. Easy. Right there. 54 Mike. Watch that.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to let it go, and that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. In for the score. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
It's caught here by Adams. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
Break. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Watch the curl. Now.
To throw on second down. Lawrence. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39.
Ready? Watch 98. 98's the mic. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, Wahoo! Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Hey, here we go. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3. Slam. Slam.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing, Winston. That is caught by Cohen. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Ready? Black 1,000. Check, check. Walk 54. Walk 54. I got you, pop. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Kill. Say. And even. Green, triple team. Let's go.
Winston now. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On first down, McFarland. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. 42-yard line.
2nd and 5. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try to pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. He's got Adams on the hookup. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Off the play fake. Lawrence. That's complete to Jake Butt. And he'll go down at the 28. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Jacobs now. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and will rope them.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Brian Burns bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Lawrence. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Agnew. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They start with a give to Cohen, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Wait. He's crazy. He's it.
One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mike 54. Record. Green, Timothy. Mike 5-4. Watch the pass. 54 Mike. You guys.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schwartz. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Squeeze, double. Mike, 50. 5 I'm coming. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Switch. Mike, 54.
Now Winston. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. 2nd and 2. Flush to his right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On first down, Lawrence. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he? And
what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
To throw again. Lawrence. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. The Packers on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
56, Mike, 56.
Operating from the gun. Lawrence. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
198. Watch 98. 98, so look at me. Zipper. 198. Watch 98. 98.
On fourth down, Lawrence. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 45. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Raiders 31, Packers nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
SOS, SOS, SOS. Check 13. Easy, easy, easy. Follow, follow, follow.
Following the interception, Winston. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Yo, faster. Go. Big grip.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. And he coughed it up. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 3. Hey, stop.
This is Cohen. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Check. Hey, 5 on the kicker.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
Turn up. Kill. Hey, 5-0. Flip it. Come on. Mike's 5-4.
Working out of the gun. Winston. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Ready, set. Watch 98. Hey, Alpha. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Ready, ready.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down.
56.
On 4th down, Lawrence. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Keeps himself upright. And Winston lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Check, right, 30. 54. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Ready. Black, come out behind. 54. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Green, triple team. 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Orbit.
Winston here to throw. Incomplete. And we're 8 seconds now.
Forced to the ground and incomplete.
Bang!
Brings
Get
up
him, boy!
second and 10
Get him,
at
boy!
the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
I got him. Hey, watch that. Wait. 54.
Jameis again. Going for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
In the end zone. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check. Fresno. Hey. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Easy. Hey. Motion. Check. Shift.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Green, triple C.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell.
Let's convert.
31.
Check 31.
25. Check 25.
Again, it's Winston. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. It's up and good, and they add one more to what will wind up a fairly lopsided victory. And the Oakland Raiders are on top of the football world. They will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as the Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man